Hey folks, welcome to this non-build stream, but still a live stream thing that I'm doing this time. Um, just yesterday, I built this silver Mech 27, which is a nice kit, had some drama attached to it, but I think I got out of it lucky. um, Compared to this other Mech 27, the black one, that I built a little while ago, which was actually the one that I was a little bit more excited about, just color-wise. Um, Turns out, I originally planned to have this silver one built with ergo clears, and the black one with vintage clears, but a few days ago, I got the new GMK QMX Clips in the mail, and they now support PCB mounted switches. So I am I was thinking about a board to put them on, and I just had the Mech 27 on my desk for whatever reason, can't remember. So I thought this would be a great keyboard to test out the QMX PCB mount plate mount clips, because I still have the unbuilt silver version, and I can build it with the Silent Reds, the Cherry MX Silent Reds that I also have laying around from the Senin group buy. So what I ended up with is two high-end builds. Like, you can have your opinion about the Mech 27. It's still, like, from the construction and from the components, it's a high-end build. So I got two high-end builds, pretty much identical down to the keycaps. I mean, those are both vintage Cherry Dysub PBD SAD keycaps, like the German version of the legendary SAU keycaps, considered pretty much the best keycaps ever made by some people. Yeah, not saying I try not to deal in absolutes here. Not a Sith Lord, right, Daniel? So this time I want to do like a little bit more responsive chat, and I'm gonna be reading stuff from the chat that's going on in parallel with a couple of friends. Don't want to make this a huge thing, but I just want to get some feedback and get some ideas from people, how to best compare these two dampening methods, or ways of dampening solutions. Let's call it that. Yeah, so I did my best to come up with the identical setup, just by the way they are dampened. I haven't touched them yet, and I'm gonna do something funny this time. I'm gonna take the microphone that I'm using for my recording. Here it is, little mic. Gonna try to bring it a little closer to the keyboard. Come on. Then I'm gonna do the typing. Is that good? Gonna try the same thing here. Can you hear a difference? Personally, I feel like the QMX clips are dampening like the high-pitched noises a little better. The overall silencing effect is pretty damn similar. Yeah, I just decided I'm gonna put the microphone back on the stand here. I don't think it makes much of a difference. The MX Reds, the silent MX Reds, leave a little, like a tiny bit more tiny bit more high pitch, which I feel like is is the keycaps coming down. Like, I don't think they're hitting. They're probably not actually hitting the case. Yeah. It might also be like the difference in generations. Like, these are some nice looped vintage blacks, which by themselves are very, very silent. And these are some nice brand new MX reds, silent reds. Okay, gotta say, they both impress me. They both also surpass my expectations. I was expecting these QMX clips to affect the switch feel a lot more. I'm a big fan of harsh and hard bottoming out. I love clipped stabs, and I love light linears that just crash when you hit them hard. So I'll never be like the guy who puts dampening on all his keyboards. But the idea is to have a high end, very nice, no compromise custom keyboard that is office safe in a way that you can like work in the same room with four different people, with four other people, and they are not annoy them. So I think they both accomplish this very well. We can now get something else in here for a comparison, which is one of my all-time favorites, probably my most favorite keyboard, my most favorite 10 kilos. Just give me a second, I'll be back in a moment. Okay, yeah, sorry. That's what happens when you stream during daytime. So this one is also vintage blacks with a nice modding. Really had some fun modding these. So this is probably the undampened version, very similar keyboard build, and let's hear it. Like that's a very nice vintage black sound there, I feel. Yeah, I mean you can definitely tell the difference. Both nice dampening solutions. MX Silent Red's probably your first choice if you want out of the box, linear, dampened switches. QMX clips are probably the best choice if you want to mod your own switches, especially if you want to get some vintage switches in there. Want to get these super smooth vintage black sliders, or maybe some nice vintage clear sliders. If you just want to get like your choice of switches and then add some dampening to it, the kind of dampening that doesn't mess up the board all the way. Yeah, that's pretty much my verdict. Like I like both solutions, and I think they both achieve the job. They both do affect the switch, the typing, the type feel, and they have slightly different target groups. Like I probably can't see myself doing too many silent red builds, except for boards that are intended for office use, that I want to keep simple and lightweight. Whereas my most favorite boards will continue to be undampened ones with vintage linear sliders. Yeah. But yeah, they both exceed my expectations. So both 2 thumbs up. Okay, that's a short video then. I hope. Oh, let's check for questions. Do we have more questions? Questions. Oh yeah, the type field travel reduction. Well, the thing is, I haven't typed on the silent reds for a full day yet. But I have typed on the QMX clips for I think a week now, at least a couple of days. And they clearly don't affect the switch, like the type field, nearly as much as silicone O-rings. So they don't really give me a noticeable travel reduction. They're kept very thin, like I would say probably 0.3 or 0.4 millimeters. Yeah. Yeah, we've got another question from Mike Master. Comparing them to dampened Alps, that's pretty difficult. It's been a really long time since I've typed decently on dampened Alps. I think the dampened Alps have they feel like they have larger and a bit mushier dampening in them. Like their little bumpers, they kind of feel softer or like more flexible than the dampening that we get from here. This is pretty much like it's a very short dampening distance here. It just feels like landing soft and not like landing in rubber. Yeah, probably describes it best. Okay, well, I hope that was a nice first look at these new like switch dampening, switch silencing solutions. Yeah, I really think that this is, either way, it is going to help bring nice, like quality built, high-end mechanical keyboards into offices. Thanks for watching, everyone.